Hey guys, Underground Geek here. And as I sit in my echo chamber and wait for my YouTube and Twitter bosses to tell me what to say, let's talk about something for a minute. There seems to be this thing going around now where these idiots just start these channels and they call them podcasts, and everybody's supposed to respect that. And for one, I've always found that you need to respect someone that respects you, and experience is what proves someone to respect you. Okay. So let's talk about something. Let's talk about this reoccurring wart on the backside of the comics industry, and it is SJWs, but more specifically, this hilarious excuse for a podcast, Drunken Comics Podcast, or as they're referred to on YouTube, Let's Get Drunk and Talk About Comics. And to me, first of all, just coming from my background, it's very tacky to throw that in there and talk about, let's get drunk and talk about comics. To me, that's just very tacky, but that's my own taste, But anyway, let's talk about something for a minute. I've been going back and forth with them for a while, and some of my other friends on Twitter have went back and forth with them. You can't talk to these people. You can't have a conversation with them because they always have to talk in circles and make everything into a joke because nothing matters to them. And they think that is a defense, but all it is an embarrassment, because when you go on their YouTube channel, they have 290 followers or 290 subscribers. Okay. Just in a month alone, I was able to get around 60 subscribers. I think it's up to 60 subscribers right now. Okay. And I'm just one person. All right. And now I just started it, and I'm up to 60. So does that mean in like 2 or 3 months I'll be higher than them in subscribers? They've been doing this for years. But you go on their Twitter, and it's just an embarrassment. They just use it for entertainment. You can tell there's no professionalism there. If they're in a good mood, they'll talk to one of their little echo chamber friends in a nice way. But okay, so let's compare something here. They like to say that we don't matter, that we're just trolls, and the comic book industry is not interested in what we have to say. Okay. Let's talk about something for a minute. You have 200 subscribers, okay? All right, let's check out something here. Let's look at Captain Cummings' YouTube for a second, okay? Pull it up here. He has around, let's see, what is his number up to now? 14,500 subscribers on YouTube. Now, he's been doing it for a couple years, okay? He has 14,500 subscribers, all right? Pretty good, pretty good. All right, so let's go to his Twitter now. If I can get to it here. Okay, on his Twitter, he has 2,000 followers. It's pretty good. All right. I think I have around 191, and I gained 100 since the whole milkshake debacle. So please keep up with that kind of stuff, because it only makes us stronger. So as we move on here, let's talk about another person that they like to make fun of, Diversity in Comics. All right. So his Twitter, he has 5,000 followers. And then on his YouTube, he has 36,500 subscribers. It's pretty good to me, don't you think? It's pretty funny considering I believe America sold around 5,000 or 6,000 copies. And Captain Marvel, I think, is around 15,000. I'm not sure. Both of them together have not sold as many copies as he has subscribers on his YouTube channel. They could keep a comic alive with the subscribers that he has on YouTube. And if you combine him with Captain Cummings, because the Drunken Podcast is like 5 people, if you combine these two, they could keep a comic book alive every month. But okay, so let's go to their Twitter real quick. All right. Drunken Comics Fans Podcast. And they have to misspell drunken because you have to know that they're drunk when they've done it. That's because that's funny. So they have 33,000 tweets. Wow, calm down. And they have 2,700 followers. Okay. So they've got just over the followers that Captain Cummins has by himself. And they've got half of what Diversity in Comics has as followers. Okay. And there's 5 of you. Maybe you need to settle down a little bit. But anyway, you know, I got into a discussion with them this morning because it's just fun to try to talk to these people because you can't rationalize with them. And they were talking about a comic book, and they said something about nobody watched the video or whatever, and I said, or any of your other ones. Nobody watched any of your other videos either. Yeah, that kind of struck a nerve with them. Okay. They got a little heated and started saying things like, so you haven't checked any of our content out and are, all caps, being told what to think about us. Hey guys, I'm back. Every time I try to record a video, the phone rings. No joke. But anyway, so they said, so you haven't checked any of our content and are being told what to think about us by your YouTube daddies. Good you admit it. And I never said anything that involved that. All I said was, or any of your other ones. But you know, that's something that you would say in preschool. Whatever you say to me bounces off me and sticks to you. You know, I mean, that's just childish. And you can tell they've never really ever thought about speaking in their life. They just say whatever's off the top of the cuff. And I mean, it just goes on and on here, and it just gets to the point to where I was like, I listened to your podcast, you tagged me in, and it was literally a circle jerk about wrestling and campfire talk. Maybe just keep it there in the campfire. And this is their response. Who doesn't like wrestling? Gosh darn communists, that's who. I mean, you can tell that they don't take anything they say serious. I mean, just like somebody's response here that says, those YouTube daddies I think you're referring to have much more relevant things to comment on than your podcast. Literally, they do. They have quadruple the number of followers that you have. And this is where it's starting to get sad. These SJWs have started to try to hijack words that they don't understand. You know how people have started saying things like echo chamber and things like that? Well, now they're trying to turn it around and use it themselves. It's like when a child tries to take a handgun and use it themselves. You know, you don't really know what's going to happen, but you know it's not going to be good. They say things like, they're relevant in the echo chamber you all live in currently. The rest of the comics community thinks you're a joke and staying on the fandom. And that's when we said, well, what fandom? You and your 4 other friends? I mean, at this point, it's just sad. But this went on, and they can't have relevant conversations, so I just left it. I mean, the rest of the people pretty much tore them into pieces. This is the second time that I have dealt with these people, or really the third time that I've dealt with these people, and I'm 3 for 0 right now. I mean, they cannot have a relevant conversation. At one time, all 5 of them attacked me on YouTube, and I literally made all of them get off of Twitter because they could not have a relevant conversation, and it exhausted their brains. But anyway, so the latest thing that's happened is a friend of mine on Twitter, I don't see his name on here, but I recognize the profile pic. He DM'd Fat Panther SJW there and says that, hey, well, the drunken retards reported me and now I'm in Twitter timeout for the next 12 hours. These guys have no debate skills at all and start crap, then play the victim. Effing SJWs, LOL. And that's true. And I'm really, really surprised that they haven't reported me yet. I think what it is maybe they have and it didn't work out for them. But it's really funny. And you know, I always try not to use any language, first of all, because I'm a Christian. I don't believe that. At the same time, I know that they're going to try to use it. Don't give these people any kind of ammunition because they literally don't have any of their own. So if you just have normal conversations with these people, they can't handle that, and they will always run away. But they want to talk relevance, and you go to their YouTube, and they have 296 subscribers. And and you go to their podcast channel, they have 5,000 downloads for 88 videos. That's like 50 downloads per video. Not very good. Not very good at all. Some of my YouTube videos have 4 times as many views. And I'm nobody. But the higher problem that we're having here is these kind of people, they have to be learning this behavior, right? They can't just be pulling this behavior. This is learned, conditioned behavior. So where do you think they're learning this from? The comic book pros. That's who they're learning this from. They're learning how to deal with other people and communicate with people on Twitter from these people like Dan Slott, Ta-Nehisi Coates, the Jordan D. White guy, I think is his name, Heather Antos, people like that. They see these people communicate with us on Twitter, and they think, well, since they're doing it, I can do it. It's a classic daddy-child behavior. They see what the parents are doing, and then they mimic that behavior. It's literally an echo chamber. And I really think that the pros at the comic companies don't realize how much influence they really have. They don't. Or else they would not do the things that they did. And it's clear to see that they have now influenced these lower intelligent subhuman dwelling beings into this kind of behavior, and they think that it's okay. Mom and daddy do it, why can't I do it? At this point, it's really just sad. But I really hope that my buddy on Twitter, is able to get his account back, and I hope that he is able to do something about, their behavior and whatnot. But I really think that these are people who are going to turn into a nothing burger. I guarantee in 4 or 5 years they'll abandon this. They'll pretty much have nothing. One of the guys that gets on there and tries to have discussions is literally a hairdresser, and he has pink bobby cut hair. I mean, it's just nothing against people that do hairdressing, but it really kind of shows you that these guys' attitudes, like they don't care about this podcast. This is just something they do for entertainment, and it's whatever. They don't talk about comics. They talk about pro wrestling and what you did over the summer. I mean, it's just, at this point, it's just sad. But that's all I got to say. Tell me what you think about the subject. Tell me if you've dealt with them before. I know Wolf Knight deals with them a lot of times, and that's how I first got introduced to them. They were trying to jump on Wolf Knight, and I didn't think it was very funny. And then now I'm target number 1. But have a great day, guys. Hit the thumbs up, hit the notifications button, and I'll see you later. Bye.